You're trespassing.
You can't trespass from public.
Okay, well, you're going to be arrested then. So you can either leave or you're going to be arrested.
So you're threatening me with arrest?
Saying
It's
that
private property.
this is private property? Who's the owner then?
Federal government.
Us, the federal government owns private property?
Is this a public building?
No, it's not.
I'm his boss.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just asking you, is this a public building?
No, sir, it's a government building.
This is open to the public, sir.
Think the police always get it right? Think again. Today, we expose how officers detain innocent people with zero evidence, just assumptions and unlawful orders. And when citizens know their rights, let's just say the tables turn fast. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel where the truth hits back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I'm just doing a quick story about this facility.
No,
here.
sir. Step back outside.
Huh?
Step back outside.
Oh, is there something wrong?
You ain't got no permission to come in here and take no story of anything.
Oh, I don't need permission.
Well, you need permission here.
From who?
From the state.
The state of
Missouri.
And you know who is in charge of the state of Missouri?
You got to get him a call.
No, it's the people.
Whatever. You're not coming in.
It's
Anyway,
not whatever. I'm gonna
have
be
a good
in
day.
No, it's not. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day.
You too.
I'm gonna be in here.
Call me a supervisor, please.
Yeah. All right, guys. So they think this.
Step back outside, please.
No, thank you. It feels good in here.
You're trespassing. Step back outside.
I'm not trespassing.
Are you here to see a parole officer?
No.
No, then it's a private situation. Please step back
It's
outside.
not a private. This is a public
It's a
building.
no. The clients and their parole officer, that's private situations.
I'm not back there, am I?
Well, you just coming in here filming.
Yeah,
you,
yeah, I
You,
can
you,
do-
you ain't even talk to nobody or nothing.
I don't need to talk to anybody
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
Well, we'll figure this out.
You ever heard of the First Amendment?
We'll figure this out.
All right. Let me get what's on this sign. Okay. Sir, you can't block my camera.
I can do what I want.
No, you might want to step back.
No,
You might want to step back.
no.
Hey, this is Mark down at security. Would you come down here and see me for a moment, please? All right, bye.
These guys are super triggered. Let's get the security camera. Did I have one of these?
No.
I can't have a newspaper
For what?
to look at. That's what you do with a newspaper, right? You look at it.
Pretty much.
Can I have a newspaper?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This
Sir,
is
it's a
the-
state office building,
Yeah, state office is public.
and we don't give you permission to.
I don't need permission. The First Amendment
Okay, let me
grants me
get you the,
permission.
let me get you the statement, okay?
What is a statement?
It's our
It's a
direction.
policy?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't follow policy. I follow law.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it was reviewed by our legal team.
that doesn't matter. So,
We'll ask you to leave.
no, thank you. I'm just doing a story about this facility here.
Okay. Let me get Donna.
Can I read what's on the
No,
wall there?
you cannot.
Isn't that
You can't
okay?
get past me.
I can't get past you?
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna,
Not
are you
till
gonna
they tell
stop
me
me?
you
You're
got
gonna,
permission.
you're gonna touch me?
You gonna touch me? And
No, I'm
then
not.
I am gonna stop you.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Okay, then you
And you,
stand where you are till
probably
you have
definitely
permission.
can't stop me, so.
Okay, well, we'll see.
All right.
Please step back, sir.
Oh, guys, he just assaulted
you
me
just
on
elbowed
camera.
me.
I did not. I'm trying.
Yeah,
You're blocking
you
my
just
view.
took my elbow
That's-
down.
You heard of prior restraint?
You ran into me.
Have you heard of prior
You ran
restraint?
into me.
Have you
You
heard of
ran
prior
into me.
restraint? I'm trying to walk my way.
You're
and you
not-
were
no,
blocking
Not in
my
this
path.
building, you're
I'm
not.
telling you now, you're not going past us
Why not?
because they say you can't come in here.
Until they give me permission
Who
for
is
you to
they?
come in.
The people that run this building and
Who runs the building?
She's getting the person
It's a
right
public
now.
building.
They're getting the person.
The people
for you
run
right
this
now.
building. You
I
guys
don't
are
care who-
misinformed.
I don't care what
You don't have to care. You're just security. You're nobody.
I could arrest you. Okay.
Oh, go ahead and arrest me then.
I'll arrest
I would love to see you do that.
Push past.
Push past, you guys. He's trying to do a directive there. Oh, we got the ultimate cam back there. Karen cam back. Brought to you by your finest.
Yeah.
I'll let you take my place.
So now, it's my understanding, can't be inside the building recording because unless you conduct a professional business.
What do you call professional business? Is the
If
First
you're-
Amendment free press not professional
If you're on
business?
supervision, because we just can't allow any visitors into the building unless it's pertaining to probation, parole.
Is this a public building?
Yes, it is.
We don't need
Those-
permission. We don't need permission to come into a public building.
Okay, but for us to escort you back here, unless
I can go in the lobby there. I can't.
That's not a public library. A
library. We're not at the library.
Yeah, whatever. Well, that's not a public lobby for you.
So, sir, I have the code, I have the state regulation for office buildings available. We are contacting our legal counsel right now, okay? The issue is we have There's people in here who have certain rights to confidentiality, and there's certain confidential information
Not in public.
and video
Not
can be
in public.
enhanced.
Not in public.
This is not public.
This is not public.
This is not a public facility.
This is not a public facility in here. This is probation and parole.
This is public facility.
That's the thing that I explained.
Okay.
This is probation and parole.
He said
for
he doesn't
those
have to
that
follow
are
laws. He
under
said-
supervision,
Okay.
unless authorized to be escorted back into the office. Again, for those that
I'm
are
not gonna argue
under
with you, sir.
supervision.
This is not arguing, it's what it is, it's common sense. This is paid for by tax dollars, this is a public building.
For those that are on supervision, probation or parole.
You can only limit the public past a certain point. This is a public lobby right here.
This is not a public lobby.
Okay.
The only
First
people
Amendment's
who are
pretty
allowed
clear.
back here are people who
We
are
tried to explain it to
providing
him.
services.
He said-
Yeah, past that little thing back there, that
No.
metal
No, actually, the
detector,
door
the
is right
scanner.
here.
The door is wide open, is it not? And even if you closed it, it would have to say authorized personnel only or restricted area.
We tried to. We need the police to take him out.
Yeah, they can't put their hands on me.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Then why can't you escort me out?
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, he's here doing one now, he's recording us all. Yeah, this is a governmental building.
Exactly. There you go. Thank you for those words.
And you don't have the right to make recordings inside of a government building. The staff and the clients here have a right to a reasonable expectation of privacy.
There's no privacy in public.
You're
land.
violating their privacy and you're trespassing.
No, I'm not. You can't
If you don't
trespass
leave
from
the
a public
building
building. That's
immediately-
another crime.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to call the police.
She's calling.
Is there a statute behind that piece of paper?
I'm notifying you of what.
Of what? A piece of paper that you guys wrote?
What are you filming for?
What am I filming for?
Yes,
I'm a public investigator.
my image. Please take me off.
So you walk 20 feet up to me and you're asking me not to record you?
Yes, I'm asking you not.
Publish it.
I don't agree with having my image.
Okay, on your own free will, you walk like 50 feet right up to my camera. So the personal responsibility is on you, sir.
Well,
you knew I was recording and you walked straight up to me.
Yes.
Yes.
To tell you, I do not consent.
You could have gotten in your car and drive away.
I agree, but I do not consent.
Your actions are saying otherwise.
See my image?
Have a good one, sir.
Filming us. Why are you doing that?
I'm filming you because you started yelling at me just now. I just walked out the door because you started yelling at me.
I wasn't yelling at you until you asked me. You don't have any rights to film this.
You started yelling at me, asking me why I'm filming.
What's going on? Why are you filming me?
You're creeping us out, lady.
You're creeping me out.
Please stay away from me.
You're creeping me
Stay
out.
away. Have a blessed day. What are we filming for? Well, I'm a public investigator.
Okay.
So I investigate matters of...
On your camera.
Oh, I don't need to know that information, ma'am.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I don't want you to be filming while I pay. That's so uncomfortable.
You're public.
What do you mean, why would I tell them that? That's my private information. What are you talking about? That is so absurd.
Ma'am, we're just trying to work. No need to get angry.
I'm not getting angry. I'm telling you, do not film while I take out my credit card.
I have to film what I see. You can complain to the front desk. I'm sorry.
No. Yes, please. My information?
Please stop harassing me, ma'am.
You're harassing me.
Please leave me alone.
Record me. What?
I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. Look, I know I'm very handsome and a big, strong man. I'm not interested in you.
No, I'm not interested in
Please stop sexually harassing me, ma'am. I don't want your phone number.
I'm asking you to stop recording.
I don't want your phone number.
Take out my credit card.
I don't want to go on a date with you.
Please stop.
I'm not interested in you, ma'am.
Exactly. You guys will not let me harass me.
Please stop recording me.
Stop recording me.
You're recording my personal information, ma'am.
You're recording my personal information.
You're recording my sexy face. I don't like that. She doesn't get the hint.
You guys aren't harassing anybody or stopping anybody, are you?
No, are you?
No, I'm just asking because if that's the only issue I have.
Well, I'm not
Other
gonna...
than that, looking funny with masks. And,
Oh, don't make fun of me, sir. That's not nice.
And then, making some customers nervous.
Oh, I haven't made anybody nervous, sir. Except with my really good looks. I know that can intimidate a few
I like
females,
the
sir.
beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, no harassment, sir. Thank you. Once again, you're approaching my space.
I'm not approaching your space. I'm walking to the door.
Yeah, you better. Whoa, I will defend myself if you touch me.
What are you doing here?
None of your business. Okay.
Wow, you so aggressive. You tired.
Get that thing out of my face or I'll stick it up your ass.
You're not going to do anything, sir.
Take that stupid mask off and act like a man.
Get out of my face. Stop harassing me.
Not on your face.
Get out of. You're a little boy. You're an insecure little boy.
You need a little anger management task.
You need to suck my big fat toe.
You're getting triggered over a camera, sir.
No, what I'm getting triggered is that you have a fake mask on and you have a mask on without my permission.
You're walking up to my camera.
I'm not walking up to your camera.
Look at me.
You're not going to jail if you touch us.
Worse than that.
Yeah.
You have a fake goatee on. Get that out of here. You have a fake goatee. I don't like you wearing it. Get it out of here. No fake goatees allowed.
Yeah, homie.
Thank you. I love yours.
Brian Wilson from the Giants.
Not Macho Man?
Oh, okay.
Macho Man. Randy Savage.
Cool.
Trying to. Hanging out at the post office, gonna send some mail, all that good stuff, get some quotes. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Hey, why are the police here? Is there something going on in there that we should be worried about?
Concerned because they saw two people wearing masks, beards, had their phones out.
Well, if looks could kill, but we're not dangerous. We're really handsome, but other than that, we're on no threat.
What's your guys' names?
You call me Randy Savage.
All right, Randy. Mind if I call you Randy?
Mr. Savage.
Mr. Savage.
Yes, sir.
Or something.
All right. Sounds good, guys.
Are we good?
Well, yeah, you're good. Just, you know, if they see you standing out here, but you're in a public place.
Oh, cool.
You know, everybody has the right to be at the post office.
Sure.
If it was that you guys leave at some point, I might have to ask you to leave. But other than that, I mean, you're good to do what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, ask under the threat of arrest. Because unless we commit a crime or cause a disturbance, which we know better not to do,
Sure.
they can't really force us off the property, right? Unless we, because we're here for business.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're here conducting legal business and you're not
Sure.
technically loitering, yeah, that's fine.
Loitering in. But we get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I give you a fist bump? Because we were somewhere else and we almost got harassed by an officer who wouldn't give up.
Okay.
But you seem very cool and respectful. So I want to give you props.
Right on, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm here to treat everybody equally, so that's what we do.
I love it.
Cool.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you got it, guys.
And honestly, we probably won't even be here long. So.
No worries.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it, man.
To use my image. You do not have my permission to use my image.
You gave me permission when you walked right up to my camera.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I'm telling you right now, you don't have that permission.
Actions speak louder than words.
No. The legal right.
You got out of your car and approached me. Correct.
Yeah. And you don't have permission to put my image out in public.
I don't need it. Thank you, though.
You don't have my permission.
You gave us permission when you walked up to here.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I'm telling you verbally.
You walked out of your car.
And I'm instructions that you may not use my image.
I will use it.
We will, sir. Because you gave us permission when you walked right up to my camera.
So it's it.
I'm not hiding my face.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You have glasses and you
I
have
do.
a mask on.
You have a hat and glasses on too, sir.
These are prescription glasses.
You have a fake beard on. That goatee is totally fake, sir. It's time to undisguise yourself. Show us who you really are.
You are an amazing individual.
Show us who you really are, sir. What do you have to hide? Take off your goatee, take off your hat, take off your glasses. We want to know who you are. You're up to something. What are you up to, sir?
You know what I'm up to? I'm up to trying to understand why masked people are filming people that don't want their images used in public. That's what I'm up to.
Why don't you just ask us?
What are you up to?
Why don't you just ask us?
I did, and he wouldn't answer. He says, I don't answer questions.
I don't have to answer your questions.
So
that's his right.
I know. So I'm image. That is my right.
But why did you bring your image into my camera?
I didn't. Your camera came to me.
I was recording the tree back there, and you got out of the car and walked in front of me, sir.
Yeah. You were recording this vehicle.
What vehicle? Oh, there's a vehicle in front of me. No, I was recording the trees back there. Sir, you're disturbing my video. I'm happy to talk to you, but you're disturbing my video. I'm going to stand over there because the rain. I'll answer your questions.
Me?
Okay.
Me. Why am I in your film? Me personally.
Well, it's not film, sir. It's digital.
Why am I in your video?
You got out of the car. Look, your door is still open. And you walked right up.
Film me. You're choosing to film me.
Correct.
Because I confronted this individual, asked him why he is filming with a mask. He said, I don't answer questions. I said you're a jerk, and I walked out.
I wanted to protect him because you seem very aggressive. So in case something happened.
No, I didn't. You have it on film. It's not an assault. You can see it on your film. It's not an assault. I turned around like this and walked away. I said, you're a jerk. And that's what you are. You are filming, wearing a mask, hiding yourself, asking all of this public to be in your demonstration, whatever it is.
We're just video recording. What's the big deal? What's the problem?
I just wanted to know why you're using my image recording. So that's what I want to know. You don't have my permission, so why are you using my image?
Okay, so what makes you think I need permission to point my camera at you?
If you're going to put my image in public, you need my permission.
But you came out to public. We're in a public space.
No, you're asking to put my image in public, and I'm saying, no, you may not.
No, I didn't ask. I don't ask anybody.
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. You may not do that.
So do you know the post office has multiple cameras pointing at us right now? They don't have your permission.
But they're not going to put it up on the internet. You are.
How do you know?
That's your intent.
No, how will that have access to these cameras? How do you know what they're going to do with them?
I know that they will not put them out on the internet.
How do you know that?
I know what their protocol is. I don't know your protocol. Do you? Do you have them?
I didn't say anything about putting the video on the internet. Maybe I just like to document my day.
Okay.
Maybe I just like to document beautiful people.
All right. On the internet, you will be sued.
And we will countersue you, sir, for disrupting our work.
Good. I would love to see that.
You've been out here for what? Now disrupting my video.
I would love to see you countersue me.
I have Johnny Cochran on my side, so you're in big trouble if you try to sue me, sir.
Dad.
You will be paying my lawyer fees too, so think twice before you sue me, sir.
Just taking some pictures and video.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Who are you?
my name is Brenda Wynn. I'm the Davidson County Clerk.
Oh, hi,
And I was
Brenda.
just trying to figure out who you are.
Oh, no, my name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Just taking some pictures and video.
Independent journalist.
Journalist.
With.
Independent, meaning that I work for myself.
Unfortunately, I think sometimes now you're not with the sovereign citizens or anything like that, right?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. Well then, I don't know that. Come on, let's go outside for a minute. Let's go talk.
Yeah, we can talk.
I don't know if I can let you videotape people if they don't know they're being taped.
What does that mean? That you have cameras, respectfully, Brenda, that you have cameras all over the building that you're taping everybody, right?
Well, I got cameras for our security.
Yeah. So this is for my security. How about that, right?
Well, I'll let her be your security. I'll let her be your security. But here's
I'm
the
a
thing.
lot bigger than her. I don't think that she can protect me.
If you're not with the sovereign citizens, and
I don't know what is a sovereign citizen? What is that? Take a little walk with Brenda over here. Why not?
Okay. Typically how journalists do is they call me and tell me they're coming, and they ask me if it's okay for them to come tape.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that.
You don't do that.
No, only because we have freedom of press in this country. That's why.
Okay. And again,
I don't need your permission. That's
typically how it's done here. Is that somebody calls me and says we want to come over and we want to record. So because I don't know whether these people want you recording them.
But like I said, they're being recorded no matter what.
Okay. All right.
And that's public recordings that anybody from a member of the public can get.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, they can get.
I'll call an attorney and ask an attorney.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right.
That's fine.
So you
Do you work for the county or you?
You won't even tell me what
You don't work for the county? I said independent, so that means for myself. I work for myself.
Okay.
Are you a private security here or do you work for the county, ma'am? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys.
No, I need you to come back. I need you to not do this.
What do you mean?
I need you to not go in and record.
I'm not a threat to anybody.
Let's call Metro Legal and ask them if it's appropriate. Because again, I don't know if it is.
Okay.
And again, I know that there's some folks who just want to come in and here's the thing. You may be able to do this. I just want to get permission. Okay?
Yeah. Well,
right.
until you figure that out, I'm just gonna go about my business because I don't want to.
But are you conducting business here?
Yeah, I'm conducting business.
So what are you doing here?
That's correct. I'm working on a story. I told you I'm a journalist working on a story.
Okay. I'm gonna let you go.
What's going on, sir?
Hey, so how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Do you mind if I get your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number. My name's Captain Tilka. I'm the supervisor here on site. How can I help you?
I really don't need any help. I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Sure. So actually, you can't be inside a government building filming at all.
Really? You can't be in a government building filming at all.
Not at all, no sir.
Wow.
Now, anywhere outside the building in the parking lot is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Inside the government building, not at all.
Oh, okay. So I just don't understand, why would that be? This is a public building, right?
She just explained that to you, and she asked you not to be.
No, but I'm saying, is this?
Stand outside all the-
No, I'm just asking the captain. Is this a public building?
No, it's not.
I'm his boss.
Right.
Oh,
I asked you to
okay.
step outside.
Okay, I'm just asking you, is this a public building?
No, sir, it's a government building.
What would be the difference between government and public?
Anything you want it to be, sir. We've already explained to you a couple times.
That's not the case, though. This is a public building. This is open to the public.
Well, I'd be happy to debate with you outside.
This is open to the public, sir. This is open to the public. If
Were you asked to leave the building?
No one's asked me to leave the building.
I'll take care of it.
Somebody with authority would have to ask me to leave the building, which would be a public official.
Who you just spoke to, which was Miss Wynn, who walked out here with the lady.
And she did not. She said she was going to contact legal.
Okay.
Which is probably the smartest move, because unlawfully trespassing somebody from a public building.
Well, first of all, if we're going to go into legal speak, let's use proper legal speak. Unlawful trespassing. Trespassing in itself is unlawful, correct? Trespassing means you're somewhere you're not supposed to be. So to unlawfully trespass you is not what's happening, nor is that something that's possible.
Well, yeah, it's 100% unconstitutionally. There you go.
No,
unconstitutionally trespass me. There you go.
What is the definition of trespass?
To remove somebody from a building.
Incorrect, sir. Trespassing is to be on a site without permission.
Yeah, without permission. Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Just want to ask that you step outside so she finishes talking to make her legal.
Okay. Well, I would ask. I don't know what authority. Are you law enforcement here?
We are security for the building.
You're security guards, correct? Why wouldn't you ask questions? What does that? I'm answering questions, am I not? I am.
She wants to please step outside till she gets done.
I understand that this is a public building.
I understand that.
This is a public building now. Yeah, this is a pub. Am I being a disturbance of any kind? How?
You've been asked to leave the building.
Until she gets done making a phone call.
How? Okay, but I'm asking. You don't have authority to trespass me, do you? You don't. I believe law enforcement officers would have that authority.
Wait.
I'm not being a disturbance. I'm not. I am not. Yeah, she asked me. There's a difference between asking somebody, if you want to get into legal talk, like you just said.
Right.
There's a difference between asking somebody to leave the building and ordering them to leave the building. Asking me, I can politely decline, respectfully decline. If you're ordering me to leave a building by threat of arrest from a law enforcement officer, not a security officer, your job as a security officer is to observe and report. That's your job. Observe and report.
And she is our client. She asked me to step outside.
Yeah, but she's asking me something. She's asking me something that would violate my constitutional rights. I have a right to be.
Not to take people who are coming in and out the doors.
But there's a camera right behind you, right above your head. There's a camera. So I understand that. So why would the government have more rights to record me than the citizen? We have freedom of press in this country. I've explained to you that I'm a journalist.
I asked you to step outside.
I've explained to you.
Step outside.
I've explained. She asked me to step outside. She didn't. She asked me to step outside. She did not tell me. Okay. So, but you're not ordering me to. If she orders me to leave the building, I would be breaking the law by not leaving the building. But also, it would be a violation of my constitutional rights, which you would be a party to.
Everything you're saying.
No, but you're not. But you're not. But I'm trying to explain to you that this is unconstitutional. I have freedom of press. I'm a journalist. I'm just gathering content for a story. There is no such thing as journalist credentials, sir. What agency would create them?
There's nobody in the press issued a press pass.
Who are they issued it by?
People they work for, sir.
Oh, okay.
So
I work for myself.
So you're not a journalist. You're
Because-
just here filming.
Because you're an independent journalist doesn't mean you're not a journalist. In the Constitution, it doesn't say you have freedom of press only if you work for MSNBC and CNN. It says that you have the freedom of press. And I'm just peacefully not raising my voice. I'm not using language. I'm not interrupting business. I'm not blocking anybody from conducting business. I'm not blocking anybody from conducting business here. I'm not making a scene. You asked me to walk over here to the lobby area. I complied with that to speak with you guys. I'm not blocking business. I'm not interrupting business. See, when you're in a public building and you trespass somebody from a public building, they would have to be disrupting business. Like if I'm in there making a scene, you know, blocking people from getting services. I'm in a public lobby right now, and I'm just telling you that I'm here peacefully exercising my First Amendment right. That's all I'm doing here. I don't want to cause a scene.
You real quick.
Yeah.
The word you're looking for is evict from the building. You cannot trespass somebody from the building.
For sure, you can. Of course. That's
Trespass is
evict would be if I lived here. That an eviction is if I lived here. I don't live here.
Sure.
I'm just
so
here.
then we can use the word eject.
I guess eject, but the
because
legal
trespass itself is illegal. So to say unlawfully trespass,
but to trespass me from the building, that's you write a trespass warning. So you're not an officer, but you would write a trespass
we're
warning.
actually employed by the sheriff's office, sir.
Oh, okay.
DCSO. Yeah.
You're okay. So you,
yeah.
But you don't have law
Thanks.
enforcement. You don't have law. I wasn't trying to belittle you or anything. I'm just trying to say.
Just make sure we watch what we say. It's fine.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just telling you that you don't have authority over me. You're now law enforcement.
Okay.
You're a security officer, which your job is to observe and report.
But
I'm not
more
raising my voice.
Right.
You're not raising your voice.
Right.
This is a conversation.
I'm just going to say if we're going to have legal speak, let's understand the legal speak that we're using.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be eject or evict. I would be trespass from the building. That's the correct.
No, unfortunately that's not the case, sir.
It is the case.
How can I help you, sir? Is it doing? Are you doing a renewal? Yeah, it would be this one.
No, outside.
Oh, the line up inside already?
Yeah.
Why
You
not?
have to go, the lighting line is outside. Please.
License plate.
Yeah.
I think I'm being reasonable here. I'm not trying to cause a scene here. I'm not trying to interrupt business here at all. I was just taking pictures peacefully. Like when you saw me, I wasn't sticking my camera in anybody's face. I wasn't doing any of that. No, but I understand that the people, she's concerned about the people in a public building, but the law states, we go back to the law, the courts have ruled that there's no expectation of privacy in public. So you have an expectation of privacy in like a bathroom or let's say your house, something like that. As soon as you come out into public, there's no more expectation of privacy. You don't have an expectation of it. That's why the government can put cameras everywhere on the street. I actually have to do a open records request. Ma'am, for part of my story that I'm working on, I have to do an.
I've asked you to stop recording, but you have not.
But I just explained to you.
You did not have my permission to record me.
I just explained to you. I just explained to you that there's no expectation of privacy in public, ma'am.
I request you to stop.
But there's no expectation of privacy. I'm not.
So when did you get your law license?
I don't have a law license. I just understand my rights. I just understand my rights, ma'am.
Well, my right is to ask you to stop recording.
You have a right to ask me. That's correct. You do. I have to do an open records request. You know, Tennessee has a law that says we have a right to public open records, and that's why I was actually in the clerk's building. I'm trying to do an open records request for the salaries, and you know that's legitimate business.
It is. If you still have to wait in line.
Yeah, this is the line, correct?
No, the line's out there.
For the clerk's office?
Yes. It's that busy.
For open records?
All of it.
So what's this line for?
Time renewals, titles, anything in the back. Correct?
Yeah. So open records request. Do you mind if I speak to the county clerk because she's the one that handles it? Okay, great.
You already spoke to her. She was the one that asked.
Yeah,
you
no,
to
I didn't.
wait outside.
Yeah.
What you refused to do about it?
No. She asked. Yeah, she asked me. She asked me. That's correct.
You have your key card number to get into control.
Where is he?
He's on his way.
She said she was calling legal to figure it out. That's all. Well, how are you gonna? How would you force me to leave a building when we don't have confirmation yet from legal? I say, you know, I think reasonable. I'm in the lobby. I left. I'm not even in the office. I left the lobby. I'm not even in the
Reasonable would be
office.
following the request of an elected official who asked you to wait inside until the issue was resolved, which you've refused to do, which is not reasonable.
No, I'm in the lobby. I left the clerk's
And
office.
She asked you to wait outside the building.
Mm-hmm.
We both have asked you to wait outside the building. Yep, here we are.
Are you because the statute for trespassing? I know you said eject or whatever, but there's no statute for eject.
No one's ejecting you.
So there's
For
no
the elected official, she's asked you to wait outside the building until the issue.
But I
is
want to make it. Can you go to the elected official and ask her, is she ordered? Because the statute says I have to be ordered. I have to be told
Right,
to
but you're
leave the
telling us
building.
you're being reasonable. You were given a request, which you
No,
refused
I just want to
follow.
make sure,
That's not
just
being
in case
reasonable.
law enforcement gets involved, I need to make sure that this
sure
is...
they will.
Okay, just in case they do, I want to make sure we're clear here. If you're ordering me to leave the building, sir, if you're ordering me, or somebody who has authority, I don't think you do, but somebody...
elected official has
Okay,
asked you to step outside.
but she's not, I need to make sure that she's ordering me to leave the building, that she's telling me that she is trespassing me from this building.
Which is not a reasonable request.
How is that not reasonable, sir?
See,
because
you're trying,
my
you're
rights,
trying
my
to,
rights
right,
don't...
right.
I have a right.
Sure, you do.
It's not a privilege, it's a right.
But an elected official has asked you to.
And the elected officials work for the people. I am part of the people. She works for the people. She's a public servant.
Which at any point in time, she can tell you to get out. Now,
Yeah,
if
and
you-
then I would
if you
leave.
want her to
If she
work
told
with
me,
you-
if she told me to
want her
leave, I would
work
leave.
with you,
And then
if
I
you
would,
want her
and then
to
I would
work
do
with
civil
you, Since you
litigation.
say she works for you,
Mhm.
you want her to continue to work for you and do the things you're claiming to do,
Mhm.
then you need to be reasonable, which is step outside, which is you were requested by an elected official.
Okay.
To step outside till the issue is resolved.
Okay.
Clearly, she's not back. The issue is not resolved.
Well, I'm just.
So by refusing to do that,
I
would
think
you
I
say
think it's
that's
reasonable to
reasonable?
wait in the
I really
lobby.
don't care what you
I think it's, and I don't care what you think. Okay.
That's great.
So it doesn't matter what you think. You're not law enforcement. You have no authority over me. You know.
That's right.
Observe and report, and
If you
then
say
you don't
so.
need to report it to me. So. The irony that you have a camera above your heads right now is.
Really, you keep going.
It's. I mean, I have freedom of speech.
Exactly. And here's the thing. I just talked to legal, and they said typically you need a film permit to film, and we can help you get a film permit.
Mm-hmm.
Get one. But I have to keep an eye on what was
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for commercial purposes, you would need a permit, but for journalist purposes, as far as news gathering, that's when you don't need a permit, and I'm sure that's what they know. But it's news gathering.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, you guys learned something today. Isn't that good? It's good for everybody. Good education.
All right, sir. We're going to stick you out with Sergeant Yeager.
Yep.
He'll make sure you stay in places you're allowed to be.
Oh, great. Isn't that great? Everywhere that's public. Everywhere that's public. Sergeant Yeager.
What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
Roger that.
You have a great day now. You take care.
Just your local coordinator?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you like to do that?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, can you? Is this your boss over here?
No, I'm his boss.
You're his boss.
I'm everybody's boss.
You're sergeant.
No,
Not my
I'm
boss.
a major.
Yes, sir.
You're major. He deserves a commendation because he knows our First Amendment rights.
Hey, but you step and talk to me.
Yeah. No problem, man. No problem, man. No, but they were trying to, you know, I'm being peaceful, man, and
That's cool. I mean,
they're like, hey, you don't have.
as long as you're not just following somebody around and harassing them. That's
No,
all
that would be harassment, following people, you know, trying to incite
Like I
people.
said, I mean, you record, you know. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't care First Amendment right. I understand.
Cool, man. Okay. All right, yeah, no problem.
So you go back with
De-escalation works wonders. It's probably why he's not a cop.
What can I do for you?
I just wanted to check out the building, and I need 2 FOIA request forms.
That you'll have to go to the front for.
Okay, and do you
I won't be able to give you a tour of the police department, though.
I was going to give myself a self-guided tour
No, that
of
I
the
can't
public
do.
area. Why? Well, I also needed an officer complaint form, and to just find out the process of what needs to be done for that.
Well, as far as...
Well, can I come inside? It's cold.
Sure, come on in. Have you go in this room right over here.
I don't necessarily want to go into an interview room.
Well, this is the room that we talk to everybody in, so...
Oh, you don't have just a form I can fill out and come back when I want to? When I can?
What form do you need?
Like an officer complaint form?
If you have a seat, I'll get you the form, and then we can send you on your way.
Okay, I'll just wait out here.
If you want to wait out there, that's fine. You can wait in that lobby right out front there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Come on, just step in here. I can display these to you. This here one is the FOIA that you wanted. That you would fill out all the information and then turn it back in, and it'll be reviewed by the chief.
Is he your FOIA officer?
He is the one that handles all the FOIA requests, yes.
Okay, so he's like the designated FOIA officer?
Yes, everything
No.
goes through the chief.
Okay,
As far as the complaint form. Looks like we just have a standard form here. We list all your information and then has a page there for the complaint.
Okay, and how do I go about who do I turn it
It would
into?
be
Just
turned into the
anybody?
chief also then.
So would I get to say you and then you give it to the
You
chief?
could do
Or
that.
do I
You could
come
turn
when
it
he's
in.
off vacation?
You could turn it in. There's 2 gals up front in the front office. You could turn it into them and they'll...
Mary 31025.
Okay.
Mary 3, go ahead.
Mary 31025, your PD. Another caller. Provided you witness a female with some sort of video camera. She was filming close to your vehicles outside the department, trying to film.
I wonder who that was.
Department window. White female, black hair, pink jacket, black leggings.
Mary 310-4, go ahead and put me out at my PD with the female right now. You have an ID on you?
No. Why would I need an ID?
Because I'm asking you for an ID.
Why?
So I know who I'm talking to?
I'm trying to get an officer complaint form that I don't have to identify for.
Legally, if an officer does ask you for identification...
I have to be breaking the law.
No, you do not. If I'm talking to you...
Are you trying to intimidate me?
I am not trying to intimidate you.
You're the one that let me in here.
Yes, and now that the...
Why are you stepping... Now what? Somebody said I was videotaping? Is that illegal?
No, it's not
Is that a
illegal.
misdemeanor or a felony?
Neither.
Well, then you can't request my... I mean, you could ask.
An officer can request...
You can request for any reason, but I don't have to give it to you unless I'm breaking the law or you suspect me of breaking the law. Anyway...
Can I ask your first name then?
No.
Okay, then we are done here. If you don't want to...
I'm trying to file a complaint, sir.
If you don't want to let me know who
Why
I'm
are you
talking
yelling
to,
at me? Can you quit stepping up on me or making me intimidated?
Why am I intimidating you?
Because you're stepping up to me and trying to ask for my ID. So, sir...
Which Mary 3? Can we have another officer stop by my PD?
For what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I can ask for another
Sir,
officer.
well, that's fine. But do you understand I don't have to identify? That's why you said, well, just give me your first name. Because if I had to identify, then...
Okay, you asked me for my name. I told you who I...
Sir, you're a police officer on duty.
Okay.
Why are you treating me this way?
How am I treating you?
Is there a supervisor available?
I'm not at this point, no.
You don't have a supervisor here? You know that you can't just demand ID from me.
I can ask you for
You can
ID.
ask me.
Yes.
But I don't have to give
How
it to
did
you.
I demand from you?
Because you're trying to say, oh, we got this call, when you know that video recording, whether I'm doing it or not, is not illegal.
That is
And
correct.
being here at a publicly funded building trying to do my business is also not illegal.
Okay, you are in a police department.
Sir,
with
I'm here
certain
for a
areas.
complaint form and FOIA
Did I
forms.
provide that to you?
Listen, but I'm
Did I
trying to...
provide
Yeah,
that
you're
to
too
you?
busy trying to demand my ID when I'm trying to tell you I don't want to
Now
identify.
you are talking over me. I'm asking you a simple question.
Dude, okay, can you
I'm
explain
answering
the
your
complaint process to me, please?
Okay, you fill out the form, you turn it in, and it will be reviewed by the chief.
Okay. And if I don't want to turn it in to say you, or I don't want you near it now because you're making me uncomfortable, how do I
Then
deal with
you can
that?
turn it into the chief.
Is your body cam rolling?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great.
Everything in this building is videotaped.
I know I saw myself on your thing. But anyway, so I do not have to identify, is that correct, for both of these?
If you would like to make a complaint and get a response, you would need to identify
Well,
who's
no.
making the complaint.
Why?
How else are we supposed to respond to your complaint?
Email. That doesn't
Okay.
require me to identify, you know.
If you're not giving us any way to contact you or know who we're speaking with, how are we
But
supposed
is the email sufficient is what I'm trying to ask, I guess.
It could be. That would be up to the chief.
Okay. So is your other officer coming here for a reason? Am I being detained?
You're not detained at all. You can leave at any time you
Oh,
want.
perfect. Can I actually have a second complaint from them?
You have a copy of each, which is what you asked for.
I actually asked for 2 FOIA forms, I believe. At least I
You
meant
can
to.
make copies of those.
But you couldn't? To be courteous?
If you want
courteous?
copies. You're not cooperating with me.
You
You're
are
giving me a hard
intimidating me
time.
when I'm clearly here because of
How
officer
am I
misconduct, right?
I
Or
don't
for
know
what you
you're
would
here
believe
for.
based on me getting this
You
form
asked
would
me
be, right?
That you wanted copies of the forms.
Yeah. And when I'm trying to ask you about what I need to do,
let me know who I'm talking to.
I don't have to.
That would
Clearly,
be
if I'm
common
turning in
courtesy.
police misconduct, no, because what I told you was it's an intimidating thing, is it not? And when you're behaving this way, and when you're stepping closer to me and raising your voice and being aggressive,
I'm not raising
and then
my voice.
why
I'm
do you
not
need a
being
second
aggressive.
officer here? Isn't that wasting our tax dollars?
Don't worry about that.
Why?
What
You don't
difference-
worry about it?
What difference does it make?
Are
if
you the
there's
one
a
with
second
the
officer?
squad car running?
Yes, I
With
am.
the computer open? Do you have a CAD open right now?
Yes, I do.
Does it have any private information available?
No, it does not.
If I went up there with my camera right now, would I catch somebody's private info that shouldn't be open to the public?
Nope.
Because it's up to you to create the privacy, right? Not me. Same with that room. Once you let me in here, you should close the door if you don't want me to see it,
There's
because
no door
I'm right
there.
here.
That's why I'm asking you to either go in that room
Oh,
or
here.
that room.
Is that better?
That's
There
fine.
you go. Now, why are you trying to intimidate me out of this
How am
complaint?
I
Because I feel like the first moment I mentioned it, I feel like you kind of felt some type of way. You started behaving differently.
That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
When's this other officer coming? Can I speak to him?
You can speak to him. That's fine.
Where is he? Is he on his way?
Shortly.
I didn't hear him come over the radio. Do they normally do that or no?
We have our ways of communication.
Or do you?
He did answer
What do you got?
if you were
Clicks?
listening.
I was too busy listening to you. Why are you being rude?
3, 10, 4, 10, 6. I'm not being rude.
Yeah, 10-4, 10-6, that's right. So, I can't have a second complaint form. Can I at least have the second Freedom of Information Act
Would you
form?
like copies? I will make you copies.
I would appreciate that.
Okay, have a seat right there and I will make you copies.
I'll just stand here.
You can have a seat right there and I will
I don't
make
need
you
to
copies.
sit down. Why would I need
Then
to sit
Stay
down?
right there in that room.
Is that an order? Is that a lawful order, sir?
I'm asking you to wait in the room if you would like copies.
I just
If
asked
wanna
you.
cooperate
Well,
with
but
me
if
or
I
not.
stood right here, would I not get the copies?
You're sitting here twisting words.
I'm not twisting words. I don't like the way you're treating me, and I feel disrespected. And I also feel intimidated while I'm trying to turn an officer misconduct to you, or potential officer misconduct. That's the thing. You don't know what I'm here to complain on. It could be something extremely serious, and look how you're talking to me. So that side of the door says that it's authorized personnel only? Whose office is this? Is that someone's office?
That's a squad room. There are your copies.
And what was your first name?
Officer Merkel.
Peter?
Yes.
Paul. Oh, it was Peter? See, I'm good at guessing it. Well, I appreciate that. Do you know when the other officer is coming? Do you have the ETA?
He should be on his way.
I hope you didn't come from too far, because I'm sure that there's actual crimes going on, because even if you had something called and reported, which I think is good if a citizen sees something and they're concerned, then they might not understand that it's perfectly legal. But I believe you have an obligation to not only inform that citizen that called you, say, hey, what she was doing was legal. Right? And actually, I immediately came up.
To that citizen.
But you could call them back as a follow-up, so then we educate people and educate yourself, because you know that you can't try to demand ID out of me. You could ask
I
me.
can request ID.
But when I'm in the middle,
Uncooperative,
of trying to file a misconduct complaint or ask you questions about it,
asked me for copies of the 2 forms, which I
yeah.
have provided.
But I was in the middle of trying to ask you about this stuff, and then when you heard that come over the radio, which you know is not a crime in and of itself, right?
I asked you before that call ever came across.
Are you sure about that? I don't believe you did. Could be right. That's interesting.
I need to get this door here. I have this lady here.
Okay.
Came up for copies of FOIA request and officer complaint forms.
Okay.
She's becoming upset and feels.
I'm not
threatened because
upset.
I'm asking her for identification to know who she is.
While I'm trying to
She
ask
wants
for
to
officer
videotape
misconduct
our
forms.
department.
What's wrong with
She's
that?
being uncooperative.
How am I being? What do I need to cooperate with?
I
was
asked
trying
you
to
for
simply.
identification.
When he
and
got
you will not
upset.
even tell me a first name.
Okay, sir. Anyway, when he got upset was when they came over the radio and somebody called saying I was out here, but I was already talking to him by the time they called, so they were a little delayed. But anyway, then he wants to keep asking me about my name and all this when I'm trying to get this done, in which I may or may not want to identify based on what could have happened. Does that make sense? So really, I don't know why he called a second officer, but maybe you should ask him. Because if you know the law at all, you know that what I'm doing right here, right now, is not a crime.
Okay.
Okay, so he was wasting your time.
Are you just trying to fill out papers, or?
Yeah, I came here to get the papers and then get the copy, and he wanted me in that room. I was like, no, I just want to be out here and get my form and go.
Either in this room or our interview room.
So they have
cannot
to.
be in a squad room. Who do we have here?
Kyle.
Okay.
So for the FOIA, they have to, for you to get a report, you have to fill out the Freedom of Information Act.
Oh, I totally get that. And I also know that I don't have to identify, and I can just identify using, say, my email as long as they have a means to contact me. Or even a post office box or something.
Okay, because I'm assuming it's a complaint form for Metamora PD.
Yeah, that's all I came here for. And the FOIA. But obviously, I wouldn't want to identify it either, and he wants to keep putting me in front of the camera, which is whatever. I know there's a bunch of cameras.
I told you this whole building is under video surveillance.
I would expect it to be at the police station, but you know that you were telling me, you let me come back here, and then you say that I can't film what's in there when I was from the hallway. I was where I was allowed to be, but it's up to you to create the privacy, and you said you didn't have a door, and if you don't have a door, then you need to turn the computer, but you did. I was not in that room, but you allowed me in the hallway, which clearly I could see from there.
What's the root problem?
I don't know why he called you. Why don't you ask him? He's your buddy. Because I'm here trying to get a complaint form and a Freedom of Information Act form. Well, no, now I waited because I wanted to find out why we needed more officers for me here conducting business with you. Because the second I asked for a complaint form, you started acting squirrely, and you know it.
Man, there's a lot of times we don't want to deal with being a male officer or female one-on-one. That just kind of...
That's the reason.
We're in front of a bunch of cameras. You guys said it yourself. You guys are afraid of a male and a female?
No,
Are you kidding me?
We're not afraid of anything.
A dude could accuse you of sexual assault.
No, that's very true.
Are you kidding me? I'm in front. Look, there's a camera right above my head.
I get it, ma'am.
Yeah. So why would he? And then why would he ask me to come back in there then?
What else do you need from?
I don't know. I'm waiting to find out why we called 2 more officers. I'm waiting to find out because I told him, isn't that a waste of the tax dollars to call you and to call you from wherever the hell you were? You drove here.
You called for him, and I showed up because that's one of my deputies.
Well, nonetheless.
I wanted to make sure.
Nonetheless, do you understand though that what I'm doing isn't illegal? I came here to conduct business and to document it. Okay, so being a small department, it's even more important for you to respect the people, especially if they come in, because I'm sure you guys don't get a lot of complaints.
How am I disrespecting you?
By the way you treated me, trying to demand my name when I'm there. I could be turning somebody in for anything. You don't know what he did to me down the road 10 minutes ago. Or it could be me just crying about something.
Your name, so I knew who I was speaking
But
with.
you were trying to demand, when an officer asks you your name, blah, 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 and then I told you,
for identification.
but I am not required to by law unless I've committed a crime, I'm about to commit a crime, you suspect me, whatever. All right? Have I committed any crime? That's what I'm saying. That is an intimidation attempt. Or maybe you were just mistaken and need to realize that and fix it for the next time. Okay? Because that is wrong, right? I don't have to identify for no reason. You can't just go and get some cute chick across the street and you want her number, so you're going to go force her to ID?
No.
Exactly. No, it's the same. I'm here for...
Ma'am, that is completely different than what you're talking about.
But I don't have to identify.
You came in for a complaint form, okay, ma'am? You got your complaint form.
Yep.
He asked for your name probably so he could give it to the chief, saying that, hey, XYZ came in for a complaint form and I gave her one.
But
okay?
I don't have to.
So do that. I'm just saying that's probably why, because any reasonable officer would have done that.
Yeah, but you know, he wasn't asking until that radio call came where they said, "Oh, chick, black leggings, whatever, recording by the police cars and all that," which he knew because I met him at the door. I rang the doorbell.
I can say who I spoke with.
Right.
But you can't demand it out of me.
I did not demand it out of
you. You didn't say that that I have to provide it to you.
If an officer asks you for identification,
yeah, you can ask. No, but not like this. Not if I haven't committed a crime. Is that, well, am I correct with that? That's what I want to get done to. I want to educate you.
Why are we continuing to go on?
Apparently we need...
If you're done, ma'am, you need to leave the police.
What?
If you're done, you need to leave.
Okay, so you're telling me, listen.
We're not going to continue to stand here and argue with you about something
that does
not need to be argued about. Okay?
Can I have a pen? Okay, so you're telling me that I am required to give you guys ID, then why are you not forcing me to give ID?
I'm not saying that.
Well, can you tell him that I'm not... Why are you yelling?
The situation is done here. Okay, you have your complaint.
But do you... Okay.
You have your FOIA form, ma'am.
Mhm.
There is no reason to further stand here and continue.
So tell me,
this
so I
debate.
follow the law officer or deputy or sergeant or whatever. I don't know. We got too many entities here, I guess. But anyway, so I am not required to give you ID at this point. Is that correct?
I don't need your ID. I don't
But
want your
if you were asking for, if he's still asking for it, I am not required to give it to him, right?
That's up to him.
No, by
I'm
law.
not-
By law, you are a law enforcement
I don't want-
officer.
I don't want
You are
your
not
ID.
feelings police.
I don't want your ID. I don't care who you are. It is irrelevant to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
What I'm
This is not
asking,
my call.
I'm not even talking to you anymore. Am I required to give you ID right now, sir?
Do you need any other?
Am I required to give you ID?
I asked you for identification. You do not want to provide it. Do you need any other
Okay,
form?
so it was a choice for me, though, right?
Do you need any other form?
It was a choice for me.
Did I just-
I can't be arrested for not providing it. That's what I'm asking
I'm
you.
not arresting you. I never.
But I
said
cannot be arrested.
Ma'am, at some point you need.
I'm not speaking to you
You
anymore.
need to leave. Okay.
Do you have the form?
I'm trying to find out. Can I have a pen so I can fill out my paperwork?
You can take it
We're
home
done
with you to
with
fill
this.
it out.
I need to fill it out now.
Okay. We
You
can't
take
stay
it home
here.
with you to
I don't
fill
want
it out.
you here. You can leave.
No.
If you want to
Nobody's
fill it out
begging
now,
you.
need to step into the interview.
You
room.
told me I can't go back there.
The interview room right here that I asked.
Oh, the one where you told me I couldn't turn that way. I couldn't view in there because you had private information. Do you see how you need to be educated?
Forms, you need to sit in the interview room. If not, you need to take them home with you to fill
I can
them
sit
out.
in this lobby where you try to force me to sit before.
Bring out your car. Bring
I
out
don't
your
have a
license,
car.
And you can fill one out.
Did
You
not
can bring it
drive
back
here.
to the chief. Nothing is going to
The
be done
chief's
today.
on
Get
vacation.
back here anyway.
The chief would be disgusted with you, I hope, and if he's not, then he's part of the problem.
Okay.
All right, can I have a pen so I can conduct my business in this
You can
publicly
go home
funded
and get a
building?
pen and
I've
fill
been
it
here for
out.
32 minutes.
Okay, we're done. You need
Yeah.
to leave.
Okay, go.
You
Quit
need to
stepping
leave.
up to me.
You need to leave.
Get him away from me now, Sergeant.
This door shut.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Just go out. She can.
There you go.
Hang out in the
I
vestibule.
told you guys to do that, Sergeant. Good thinking.
Okay.
Way to be a leader. Here, I'll even move for you. Sir, are you aware that that police car has been running for a long time? Bye-bye.
Yes, the county building?
This is the courthouse.
Courthouse?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Oh, we're just gonna look around the lobby.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Video's not allowed in. Your cameras and put them away, but it's not allowed in here.
Is this the whole courthouse right here? Is this the courthouse?
For what are you looking
Well,
for?
you said this was the courthouse. Is this the courthouse?
Yes, sir.
Is there courtrooms in here?
Yes, there are.
Um,
Are you here for court?
no, I was just gonna look for public interest and see where that's my
But
boss.
we don't allow recording in the courthouse, so you're gonna have to turn the
But
recordings off.
I thought that courts.
We've got
Do you have?
Chief Justice directives.
Can you?
Do you want to hit the bell for me? Like, she's gonna have some people. CJD 18-02 is going to be the recording into the courthouse.
What was that again?
CJD
CJD
18-02
-02.
says you.
But is the courthouse in this building here? Oh, these are courtrooms here. Okay, what is that building over there? Isn't that a courthouse as well?
It's the old courthouse.
So you guys are no longer. I mean, is there no courthouse inside there anymore?
Do they attend, or do they have court hearings in there?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Oh, you don't have no idea.
Well, I think
Okay,
they're closed today.
they're closed today, Friday, huh? Isn't it a weekday? Closed on Friday, so it would be
But you
only
guys-
open Monday through Thursday.
If you need some help with something else, you can turn the cameras off. There's no need to record us.
Well, I mean, I was going to show the people of this county, this area, where they can get services and stuff like that. But some people don't. Some people don't have.
You're welcome to come back and talk with one of the security guards. They can take you around and show you. I don't know about that building over there.
Are there any security guards today?
They're in the jail right now.
You're in jail right now.
Yeah.
And you're the supervisor? I forget your name.
I'm Becky.
Becky, your last name?
Becky, yeah.
Becky Holmes? Okay, I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, it matters of public interest. You guys do work with the public and stuff. She didn't want to give a last. It was on the record.
Yeah, the clerk of court here. You can look it up on the court website.
Okay, I'm asking for a public record right now.
I'm gonna do that.
You're not going to do
That's
that?
not respectful.
It's not part of your job?
I'm not gonna. If she's not comfortable releasing her last name, that's not her job. I'm the supervisor.
But she works for the public, no?
You're welcome to come in and sit. These are public hearings.
In reality, you guys don't want to start trouble because it doesn't.
Ready to come and take care of you guys.
Take care of us?
Yeah, he can talk to you about whatever you need because you're just wanting to start trouble.
I'm actually not. I didn't even want to be bothered. I wanted to go record the area. So if I put my camera away, can I enter the building? Right here it says the use of photography and audio or video JD 1802 and cell phones should be turned off. But it says that under county courtroom room only. They're trying to extend it to the lobby as well. Turn off all cell phones. But that is for back here, right? That's what they're demanding back here. Same thing right here. Another sign says the same thing. Use of photography and audio or video recording 1802 and cell phones should be turned off. But again, that says it under here, under district courtroom. Perfect.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad, how are you?
Good. Can I help you?
I was just looking around and seeing accessible.
Yes.
Yeah, just.
But the courtrooms are not.
The courtrooms are not.
Yep. I'm Deputy DeLorme.
Deputy DeLorme?
Yeah.
Do you have a badge number? 8274?
Yep.
Are you the supervisor?
I'm the court security guy.
Court security guy?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're not ready.
As long as you have no weapons, no knives or anything, come in here.
Okay.
Okay.
And recording is accessible on the site.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you do me a favor, miss? I'm the lady, the supervisor that came out. She said, I'm actually a good guy, dude. I'm not trying to start any trouble.
Right.
She said that I couldn't be in the lobby recording.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Talking to her?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right. Yep.
Can I shake your hand?
All right. Yep.
I appreciate it, man.
Okay.
That's how we're going, folks.
They're probably not going to serve us.
She's trying to say that I can't record when I can and come ring the bell.
Security?
Right. And you also said that I was out looking for trouble.
It doesn't feel like it.
I'm not, ma'am. I do this for educational purposes. There's a reason why my work and my channel has over 500,000 subscribers. Because I try to be educational. I'm not trying to be confrontational. Sometimes public officials can be a little confrontational as well. And I do my best to de-escalate and make this an educational video. And I do appreciate your apology.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming in. It just also makes us feel uncomfortable.
Right. Well, in reality, this is why we do this, is because public officials need to get over that.
Yeah, but sometimes you get the wrong perception, and so it just...
I mean, we the people can easily say the same thing about street lights, these cameras in here, DMV, McDonald's, Walmart, street lights, everywhere you go, you're on camera, so sometimes I don't feel comfortable with it, but I just gotta suck it up. You know what I mean? Well,
I gotta get to work.
One more thing. Would you mind giving me her last name? The woman that was out here? Because she did tell me to leave as well. I would like to make an official records request. Okay.
IDs with you real quick?
IDs?
Yeah.
No, I don't have ID.
You don't have IDs?
No, we don't have IDs. Do we need ID?
Well, it's just a little weird. I mean, people come,
Huh? Oh. Hello. How you doing?
Can I catch some?
No, we just wanted to get a picture of some of the historic things you got posted.
Gotcha.
Is that
some
fine?
IDs with you real quick?
IDs?
Yeah.
No, I don't have ID.
You don't have IDs?
No, we don't have IDs. Do we need ID?
Well, it's just a little weird. I mean, people come, taking videos of public buildings and things like that.
I understand.
Homeland security and all the other stuff that comes about. Not saying you guys do anything wrong.
Yeah, you can ask, but we can politely decline.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep. All right.
All right, thank you.
You guys have a good day.
You too. We're just going to come in and get some of the shots of the...
Actually, we have a lot of stuff in here that we probably don't want videoed, like our security cameras and stuff for our jail and things like that.
What's your name, sir?
Keith Dale.
Keith Dale. What's your badge number?
2.
And is this the sheriff's department?
It is.
Is this the lobby?
No.
You come in to make a report?
Actually, we go to you guys to make reports most of the time.
This is a public entry. If we come in here to the sheriff's department to make a report or get a complaint form, where do we go?
I can give you a complaint form.
Well, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to establish, is this where we go? In here?
Yep, you can come
So
in
are you
here.
denying access, entry?
No, I mean, if you have a complaint, I'll be more than happy to talk.
Publicly accessible, we should be able to come in and take pictures and then be free to go.
Right. Well,
Is the sheriff available or?
he's not. Nope, I'm in charge right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably come back at a later date
Okay.
and I'll get a complaint form. That's why I was, you know.
I can get you one right now if you like one.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll come back at a later date when there's other people available. Hello.
What's up, dude? Damn, you just stopped traffic like that? That's dangerous.
I can go around.
Go pull over and park somewhere like a normal person.
Well, you're too far away. So,
I'm not doing anything illegal. There's no reason to stop traffic.
Disorderly. People are
It's
calling
not.
in. Disorderly. People are calling in on you.
It's not disorderly.
You want to read the law?
Actually, can I tell you some case law to look up real quick? Because the law, this is not disorderly.
Well, I saw it is.
It's not.
You want to read, pull it up and read it?
Cohen versus Fort Smith, or not Cohen, Fort Smith versus Ferrari was 2019.
Okay.
That is an 8th Circuit case law just 5 years ago here in Arkansas.
Okay.
And then if you want to go back to Cohen versus California, where the guy was holding a sign that said "fuck the draft," that's a Supreme Court case law.
Can I ask you a huge
And the
favor?
Supreme Court.
Can I ask you a huge favor?
Sure.
If you had a 5-year-old rolling down the road,
I would explain to him what a swear word is and when not to say it.
would you want them reading that?
At the end of the day, it's free speech, brother.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I just want you to respect my First Amendment right.
I got you. I completely understand.
All right, cool. Have a good day, and please get your car out of the road because you're blocking traffic.
Lights on. It's good.
Please get out of the road. You're causing more of a disturbance than I ever did, brother.
People are calling in on you.
Actually,
They're not calling in on me.
I have it on film, and everyone is loving it. There's like probably how many people called in out of a lot of people that gave me thumbs up.
I just stopped to talk to you. Okay.
No, you thought it was against the law. You need to go read the law, brother. You need to listen, Cohen versus California and Fort Smith versus Ferrari. That's THURARAIRAJA. No, I want to educate you so you aren't arresting someone over this later.
You. I stopped to talk to you.
Well, you just said it was illegal.
Disorderly fits under
It's not.
disorderly.
I promise you it doesn't. Look into it. Go read it a little more careful, brother. A little more careful. What's your name and badge number?
Trooper Jones.
Go read it a little more careful. And don't stop traffic over something like a sign.
I just stopped talking.
Please move on.
Emergency lights.
You can move along, brother. You can move along. I don't need any harassment from you. You literally stopped traffic to come tell me. Yes, right now you are.
A little common courtesy for the public. Correct? Correct?
And I don't agree with what you're asking me to do, so I'm going to continue doing it under the First Amendment. You tried to.
No.
You said it was illegal.
It fits under disorderly from what the
It
law
doesn't.
reads,
I promise you, it doesn't. I've looked into this so many times.
Well, if you're right, you're right.
I am
That's
right.
My bad.
I'm 1,000%. So please do not come over here and try to step on my rights.
Have I stepped on your
You
rights at all?
tried.
were sitting
You
here
stopped
trying to-
traffic over
I
it.
tried to stop and talk to you and have a conversation.
You tried.
Nobody wants to have a
Hey,
conversation.
if you wanted to have a conversation,
Have a good
then
day.
come talk to me. But don't tell me I'm breaking the law.
I asked you.
Don't tell me I'm breaking the law. Come over and talk to me like a man.
Am I trying to talk to you?
Go park over here like a normal person, and we can start over.
No.
All right, I didn't think so.
Now this explains a lot. How can we expect to have a decent police force and a just government if the people that are supposed to protect our rights and serve the public don't even know our rights, especially the First Amendment, that I believe is the most important one. But what do you think? And as you can see, this is why it is so important for you to know your rights and to help us to bring awareness to the rest of the public. So don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, like the video and leave a comment to reach more people. And remember, always record the police.
Recording these people, I guess. That guy was on the phone. Oh, yeah. Let's wave at guy people, see if they want to wave. No one wants to say hi to us. How's it going, man?
So you guys all right?
Yeah, we're just checking it out.
What's that?
You work here?
Yeah.
You CO?
Yeah.
Hey, do you think they'd have a problem if we went in here and took some pictures? I'm doing a story. I know it says no trespassing, that's why I'm asking. I don't want to.
You can visit. You can visit people over there, right? You go in.
Where do we go to ask?
One of those cop cars driving around.
Okay.
Just have kind of flag them down.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool, thank you.
This lady looked like she was looking at us before she started talking to that dude, but now we're free. Well, I wonder if we should even talk to them or if we should just walk up to the public area and see if they come to us. Just talk to the security?
Just double check that they're not gonna call on us or whatever.
I think this chick's off duty. She's got her weapon. Hey there. Hey, we were wondering, where's the visiting area back here to visit people in this prison?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
You have to be in the sidewalk. Can't be filming, man.
Oh, it's the filming that's the issue? But people can come back here without the camera? Oh, okay.
We're trying to document the procedure on how to visit somebody at this prison.
Okay.
There you are.
Hey. I wanted to come and ask you guys if we can come in and take some B-roll footage of the parking lot.
You can't take anything. You have to, that's the closest you can get. So if you guys have a zoom lens from there, then you can get as close as you can get. But
well, I was trying to go about the procedure on how to go about visiting an inmate at this prison. So like I wanted to go in and walk. This is who the person you walk up to.
Nah, bro, you can't come in and take film.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's a prison, man. This is security.
I mean, I'm not asking to go behind the doors and in the cell block.
No, you can't do any of that. Now, if you wanted to do something that for documentary purposes, you would have to get it approved through the warden, signed off by everybody to come in.
Right.
You know, you can't.
I totally get that.
Yeah, you guys aren't even supposed to be right here. Is what I'm telling you.
Why? So we want to know where's the public. If you come in here to visit someone, where do you just walk up into over there? Is that the public area?
Yeah,
right
they
there?
go into the front depending on who you're visiting because we have 3 different institutions. You know, we have the camp over here, regular, and then the FTC.
So just over there, that's the doors that we'd go into to visit people? Okay. Yeah, because I mean, if it's open to the public, then I mean, the camera shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's open, right? I mean, that shouldn't matter.
No,
yeah, but I mean, can you tell me the CFR then? Is there a CFR that says you can't bring a camera on the public area?
Yeah.
Actually, that's posted.
The CFR?
Across the street.
The CFR is posted?
This poor, terrified woman should not be working at a prison.
The CFR?
Across the street.
The CFR is
Can you
posted?
please step across the street? You're not allowed to.
Well, no, man. I'm just asking what the CFR is that says that you can't come in here with a camera. Because it's open to the public. You say you can come in to visit people.
You're not allowed to have recording devices on the property.
That's why I'm asking, ma'am. Can you tell me the CFR that says that we can't? Well, I'm asking you politely if you can tell me the CFR, ma'am. Is there a CFR, or is it just trying to ask you a serious question here?
Step across the street.
Okay, ma'am. Can you give me your name then? Because you're giving me a directive. Can I just get your name?
Sure. My name's posted. It's J. Owen.
J. Owen. Okay. So there's no law. It's just you're just saying
It's
that
private property.
this is private property. Who's the owner then?
The federal government.
Oh, so the federal government owns private property?
This is our property. You're not allowed to report, sir.
It's not your property, ma'am. It's public property. The people own it. I own it.
No.
I'm a taxpayer, ma'am.
What's up, boss? Put my camera down. Put it down. No. Don't touch me. You're tripping. We're gonna leave.
But it's open to the public. That's why I'm saying I'm not in the restricted area, ma'am. I'm just in the public area.
They're getting antsy. Let's just go, dude. It's not a big deal. We got it.
Okay. Oh, we got the warden out here.
Can I ask if I don't leave, am I going to be arrested?
These guys
You're trespassing. We're telling you to leave.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't just tell members of the public to leave, though. This is open to the public. Like you don't
It's not a
get.
public
She's saying
area.
that it's private property. It's not. It's public property.
Is it? Did you know you tried to grab me right now? You probably shouldn't do that, bud. Why you guys all antsy, man? We just want to. Huh?
This is a federal prison, man. What do you think?
I know, but 2024, we got cameras.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you get to come inside the fence. Come on, man.
Well, we're not trying to come inside the fence. What I was asking is if we can come in here and take some B-roll using this as a backdrop.
Nah. I mean, this is every video with cameras. It's always sidewalk right here. It's just a public egress. This
is the prison that Timothy McVeigh was at, right?
It is, yeah. That's a long time ago, man.
That's part of the reason why we're here. Is
Oh, really?
We do YouTube videos on stuff like this.
Okay.
We see these First Amendment audit videos, and we understand why now.
Where are you guys from?
Huh?
Where are you guys from?
I was born in China.
All right, gentlemen. You guys moving on?
Yeah, we're gonna leave. Appreciate you.
I'm sorry. Monster.
It's a cool name.
I just couldn't figure out how to pronounce it.
Did you call the police, ma'am? Hello? You don't answer? Okay.
Let's go ahead and go.
All right.
We'll follow up on the rules and try to figure out what's real.
Thank you. If you go to BOP.gov, you'll see that.
What was it? What.gov? What.gov?
BOP, Bureau of Prisons.
Okay. BOP.gov.
Coward. And she said across the street.
No, but I'm not going across the street. I'm standing right here where the sign says no trespassing, and I'm staying here. I don't know, man. I think
there's no way they can do anything about us right here, right?
No.
I think that
because
no trespassing is right there.
Good. Could I have your name and badge number?
Anderson 12283.
Name and badge number.
Peterson 12374.
Name and badge number.
I'm Atchison.
1250. Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to do, I went in that building over there, well, that side of the building, just gathering information to the public, disseminating that information to the public, and then she told me to come over here because they had more experience. I was asking her questions she wasn't very familiar with, so she told me to come over here, ask questions, and I can get information over here. So I came over here, and they came straight out and basically blocked my path and whatnot, so.
Okay, so what he's telling me is that they don't allow filming inside because of people that's on probation and parole. So if you could just not film in there, I don't know what else.
Well, I do have a right to film in there. It's a part of the First Amendment, the Constitution, to record in the publicly accessible areas. This here is definitely a lobby. I can basically walk to wherever the public can walk into. If there's a restricted area, they have to have doors that say restricted area. There has to be law that basically follows that. So
I'll just call my sergeant and let him explain that to you.
Okay, yep.
Can you have her come back up again?
This is a government facility, so it is a publicly owned building. You don't have to block my path outside.
I'm not blocking your path.
Yeah, you're standing right on the sidewalk. Excuse me? Wow, guys, he just told me to shut up. We'll be filing a complaint against you.
You go right ahead.
State of Missouri. All right.
Okay, so we were told by our sergeant that this is a probation and parole building.
Right.
And people have a right to their privacy here.
They have to be back in like a private room or something.
Some of those people are still walking right here in the room right here. So if you don't leave, you'll be considered trespassing. That's from our
You can't trespass from a public building.
It's not. It's a state building.
State is public.
I understand that, but they have the right to privacy here.
And back in a room or something. They can't just say, anywhere the public can walk, you don't have an expectation of privacy. This is a public building.
Room. You understand that? You can't walk in unless you have business with probation and parole.
I have business. The First Amendment is business.
You have no business with probation.
The First Amendment is business, and you can't limit that, Mr. Security Guard.
Mr. Journalist,
you're a security guard.
Journalist.
So we're not gonna go back and forth. So for right now, set up a meeting or something.
I don't need to set up a meeting in a public building.
But that's fine. So right now you'll be considered trespassing.
You can't trespass from a public building absent of a crime.
Our sergeant, so
man, you guys just don't know.
That's fine.
You don't understand.
So you have to go, sir.
I don't have to go.
So per our sergeant, based off what they told us, you're trespassing.
You can't trespass from public.
Okay, well, you're going to be arrested then. So you can either leave or you're going to be arrested.
So you're threatening me with arrest?
Yes, because
I just want to make notice of that.
You're either going to be arrested or you can leave.
Okay, awesome, guys. You heard that. So we will be filing complaints, seeking civil litigation. They are trespassing me from a public building. Yeah, what's your name and badge number again?
Peterson.
Peterson.
12374.
All right, and who's your sergeant? Who you spoke to?
Curran.
Sergeant Kerr.
Curran.
You are not on my case. If you're not the attorney, just investigation, take a fat ass and piss off. Go get me somebody who I requested.
Who are you requesting?
Get the hell out of here is what I said. Piss off.
That's my DA.
You already heard it.
That's my DA. He's got a...
Comes here with an attitude.
He's got no.
Yeah, you are.
I'm trying to help you out.
I don't think so.
Finch.
Finch.
What's his first name?
Megan Finch.
Megan
Okay.
Finch.
You heard the last name.
Okay.
And get me my servant, the prosecutor. Okay. That's who we requested. Not your fat ass who comes here with an attitude. Okay? You're my servant and you're gonna respect me. And if you don't like that idea, like I said, if you don't like respecting me, then you better piss off. It's that simple.
Are you threatening me?
Boy, did you hear me threaten you?
That's what I'm asking.
Did you hear me threaten you?
No, I'm asking.
Articulate what you just heard.
I heard.
Articulate what you heard. What did I tell you? Did I tell you, in exercise of my constitutional right, that you, my servant, who's not going to respect me, that you can piss off, and you are misconstruing that as a threat? Run upstairs and file a charge.
I'm asking you, is your intention to threaten me?
Are you stupid?
Not today.
Are you stupid? Well, don't ask stupid questions. Go and get me somebody who actually knows what he's talking about, and not going to be a piece of punk like you. and accuse me of something that I have not done, all the way up to here, and you're continuing to do so. This is exactly how I'm going to fight my case. This is exactly how I'm going to defend my life. This is exactly how I'm going to defend my freedom. And if you don't like that idea, like I said, punk, piss off. Now I'm waiting. Your boss. My servant, your boss.
I would like to talk to her. Sinclair.
Okay, is she handling your case?
Yes.
Let me see if I can get her.
Thank
She
you.
might be in court.
Are you refusing to speak to me?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, right now you're under investigative detention.
Okay.
Okay. So we got a call about a male with possible knife that matches the description.
Okay.
That's coming from exactly where you were coming from.
Okay.
And that's what we're investigating. You understand, sir?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, sir. So just move your right side, please. Move your side.
I don't condone any searches or anything like this, dude.
Okay,
I'm just
fine.
walking
No,
down
no,
the street.
listen,
I'm going to get a workout in, and you're stopping me because I look like a suspect.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and I'm not the suspect.
Listen.
Was the suspect having a coffee? Was the suspect doing
like
this
I
or that,
said,
dude?
listen.
I'm not your guy.
Relax.
I'm not your guy.
Why are you so
Don't tell me to relax. I'm not stressed.
Yeah. So you're just gonna hold on for a second until we confirm it's not you. And then
Well,
you'll
do
go
your
on
thing,
day.
man. You don't even need to be in my face then. Get out of here,
I'm not in
bro.
your face.
Yeah, you're close enough for me, man. I don't... This is ridiculous.
Okay, it's cool. That's fine.
I'm just walking down the street and you sit here and you stop me. Like,
Yeah.
do you understand why I'm aggravated?
Yeah, but do you understand why I'm stopping you?
Well, okay, so we have a mutual understanding then, do we?
Yeah, so I understand you.
Okay,
understand
perfect.
Me.
Then until you're done your thing, then perfect.
Yeah, you can hang out. That's fine. No, I should leave your bag down there, please.
Holy fuck, bro. Power trip or what? What, do I look like I have a knife or I'm ready to stab you, bro? You're sitting here saying, like, why do I need to put my bag? Do I look dangerous to you, dude?
Do you have a knife?
You're twice my size.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to confirm you're not the suspect. That's
And how are you going to confirm?
all. There's ways to do so. Not you? Like, yeah. Open it down.
Gray streak in the hair.
Oh, no.
Like, come on.
Oh.
Tattoos here, tattoos here. I'm the guy.
35, 6'1", lots of tattoos.
6'1", bro.
So
I'm 5'9", dude.
well, you're not much. I'm about 6 feet and you're about my height, so
No, you're not.
you got a couple. Well, you have any weapons on you, sir?
No.
Okay, cool. Like I said, I'm just gonna pat you down for any weapons.
I don't really want you to patch me down. I don't want you guys touching me.
No.
Okay, so right now you're being investigated.
I told him he's under investigation.
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
Don't grab me like I'm gonna run away, bro. Like, what the fuck,
I don't
dude?
I don't know you, right?
Yeah. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm
fine,
getting
okay.
detained here for what?
I explained it to you thoroughly.
And so why are you grabbing me like I'm gonna run away? I haven't done anything wrong, bro.
That's all. I'm making sure you don't have any weapons on you. That's all.
I haven't done anything wrong. What's your names and badge numbers,
I'll
dude?
tell you that.
It's
in a
right
second.
here on the vest, man.
Is that what you tell the judge?
Yeah, tell me your badge number.
Yeah, 2562.
There you go. Why didn't you do that the first time?
2644.
Perfect.
I
How
thought
many
you were gonna
of
read
you?
it for yourself, man. It's right
Not
on my
everybody
vest.
can read, man. Isn't it your
Okay.
policy to at least identify yourself?
So listen. Yeah, we did.
No, you had to convince him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
read
confused,
it.
eh? You thought it might be a
It's
fake,
on
a
film.
fake
What do you
police
mean? What do you mean I'm
officer, or-
confused? There's no
So
confusion here.
just come stand in front of the car for a second. Thank you, man. What's your name?
Is there any other way that you can confirm?
Well, so
Like,
we're
do-
waiting.
listen.
We're waiting.
For what?
Like I said.
I'm not answering any more questions,
Okay,
dude.
so you're gonna be
don't
under
have
arrest
to.
for obstruction.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm obstructing justice by not answering questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Like I
It's
said-
my right not to answer questions.
No, you're under investigative detention.
So I don't have to
Okay.
further your investigation.
No, but if you impede my investigation,
I'm not
you're
answering
subject-
question isn't impeding investigation.
Yeah,
I have the right
no,
not to
When you
answer
refuse
questions.
to identify yourself, you are
just getting a
impeding.
better description.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So what's your name?
I'll wait until you guys. I need somebody else down here, like a sergeant.
No,
or something.
sergeant's
This is
right there.
ridiculous. Hey, man. I just would like.
Stand ready to go.
He asked me how it was going. Goodness gracious, dude. I'm going down to work out at the park on Briere and Rose. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Well, we'll try and get you on your way if you're not involved. But we don't know. I'm not all knowing, right? I got to get down to the bottom of this.
And so I match a description based on what? A picture, based on a verbal description,
Based on a verbal
what?
description. So
Okay, and I don't match the height. The hair, is the hair the same? Like, you can't just, anybody with tattoos that's around 5'9", you can't just pull us over and search us.
No, but he said, but they also said a white guy around 35 with tattoos walking this way.
So that could have
How many
been-
other people do you see that look like you coming
Walking this way, dude, he could have taken a left or a right anywhere.
He could have.
Anywhere,
That's
exactly.
Why,
so
you're not. Hey, listen.
This is, you need reasonable articulable suspicion, and this is just
that is enough suspicion, man.
Is
That's
it?
Yep, it very much is.
Okay, well, I'd like to figure out, like, I'm not answering any more of your guys' questions.
don't
I
have
haven't
to talk
done
to me
anything
at all.
wrong.
Yeah, you know it's your right not to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me, but you're not free to go. You understand that, right?
Fair enough.
Yep. You're not facing charges. I would need reasonable grounds. And again, you don't have to
So if
respond
I'm
to
not
this
facing charges, why am I being detained for?
because you're being investigatively detained for a criminal offense. But you're not being charged yet. She's going up to the unit now.
Do you mind if I grab my coffee? Is that cool before it gets cold? It's just on the sidewalk over there.
Sure.
Thanks. Appreciate it. The ironic thing is whoever it is getting away right now.
Man, so they gave us the wrong address. It's not you.
I told you.
Good to go.
Told you. You too, man. Hopefully you spent a lot of time getting the wrong guy. The guy's still out there. I shouldn't be worried. There's a guy with a knife and I shouldn't be worried. Like, dude, you've got an attitude problem. You're very smug. Very smug. Yeah, you too, man. Good job. You want my name still? It's fuck off. Ho 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 ho, clever, eh? You fucking idiot.
Okay, here's my hands.
What are you doing?
Here, take a look. You can see plain view. I'm just sitting here.
No, I can't see inside the vehicle. That's why I'm asking. I have several people that are calling in concerned about your vehicle being parked here with the windows covered.
Yeah, I covered them up. It's sunny. I mean, Daily, you understand. You don't look like you understand. Why are you giving me that blank stare?
I'm not sorry.
What's the complaint exactly? Just the covering of the windows?
That there is a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot where kids play.
Yeah?
Shoes outside, the windows covered.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
Do you have your license?
For what?
So that I can identify you?
Is this a traffic stop?
No, sir. This is a complaint.
Yeah? Alright. Well, did you identify the complainants? Who are they? I mean, I saw some people around. I guess those are the people that called. Do you know who they are?
I don't.
You asked for their ID?
I have not spoke with them. I just spoke
Okay.
with them. May I see your ID,
You got quite a surprised look on you.
I don't.
You're not jacked up on energy drinks or anything, right?
Sir, may I see your license?
What's the crime?
I told you that you're suspicious
Okay.
vehicle parked in a parking lot where there's lots of children.
Do you know where this is going? Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? Daly? D. Daly. What's your first name? Sergeant?
Daly with the West Police.
Sergeant D. Daly.
My badge number?
I don't care. Whatever that. Where do I look up a badge number? City of Russ. Well, will you give me your license?
I don't have
I'll exchange. What? You're driving without a license? Why would you be doing that? That's kind of illegal.
My
Well-
license is in my vehicle. I have it on me. at
Oh,
all
sure.
times.
Yeah, let's. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, you're escalating this issue. Here. Yeah. Okay.
May I see your license so that I can
May I see,
identify
yes,
you?
may I see your license so that I can identify you fully? I need to see a picture ID, please. One picture ID from D. Daly, please.
No, sir.
No, sir?
No, sir.
Ma'am, are you a ma'am or a sir? I can't tell.
Go ahead.
Can you, what? Oh, you're here to, oh, you got,
I'll be right back.
I mean, oh, all right. No. How did? Excuse me.
Back
Yep.
away from my vehicle, please.
Yep.
All
Well,
right,
he's
Travis,
what's up?
here's the deal. So
What's
there's
that?
several people that are concerned
Yeah,
about this
I'm sorry
because
that
it's
happened.
suspicious, okay?
Yeah.
They're worried about the children and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So if you could maybe just keep the covers off the
Well,
windows, and that
it's-
would put them
yeah.
at ease, okay?
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Okay, yeah. You too.
Now, it still amazes me how the police always has to be reminded that they are law enforcement and not feelings enforcement. But as you see, this is why it is so important for you to know your rights and to help us to bring awareness to the rest of the public. So don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, like the video and leave a comment to keep the conversation going. And remember, always record the police.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to Crime World, and never miss the truth behind the badge.